Menta, and we're the coding team.
Hi, I'm Rashida.
And I'm Celeste.
And we're the design team.
Thunkable has limited tools when it comes to design. Because of this, we used Photoshop to create the initial design of Menta. The first feature is a sign-in page. It allows the user to put in their email and create a password, making them a new and personal user ID.
After the sign-in page, there's a daily check-in page where Menta records how the user feels, and based on the given data, it will provide a customized set of tasks that are shown in the homepage.
At the bottom of the page, there's a navigation bar that contains a variety of features, including a journal, a profile page, and a checklist. There's also a stats page that is not yet implemented, but will be elaborated further on in the video.
The checklist feature allows the user to plan their routine to reduce the stress and overwhelming feeling of day-to-day activities. Then there is a journal page where users are able to journal and express their feelings, which has been statistically proven to boost mental health.
The final icon that looks like a person is the profile page, which provides a place to set a profile picture, reset the user's password, and see their user ID, as well as offering a place to sign out. If you look in the top right, you'll see a hamburger menu. When the menu is opened, a list of mental health issues is displayed. Each item leads the user to helpful resources regarding each issue.
On the sign-in page, we created variables to store the user's email and password. There are also two functions that were made to sign them in and out.
Once you get signed in, there's a slider that uses a variable to record the user's feelings. Menta was coded so that the variable will set tasks to what corresponds to the user's mental health status. The variable we created keeps track of the numbers chosen on the slider and uses that information to provide more customized tasks.
Located on the home page, the navigation bar contains images that lead you to each of the following pages. The journal contains 3 pages, one to create the entries, one to view all the past entries, and one to read individual entries.
A variable was created and later it was set to the row ID of the database. That will make each item in the data viewer list be linked to the Airtable database created to store the journal's information. On the journal entry page, there is a block to refresh the data viewer list every time the button is clicked. There's also a new variable to set the current date and another one-click block to create a row in Airtable and save whatever the user wrote.
On the navigation bar, we also have the profile page. This page was coded so the user could set up a profile picture and see their user ID. Whenever the page opens, the label gets the user ID variable that was previously set and reproduces that value to the viewer. The sign out button is already coded by Thunkable, so the only thing needed to develop was the error message and the navigation to the sign in or up page. The reset password block uses the email variable by sending the user an email so the password can be reset. The hamburger menu leads you to multiple other screens consisting of what we refer to as our mental health database. The code on these screens is focused on 2 main buttons, the Advice Refresher and the Call for Help. The Advice Refresher causes the tips to change and give the users new ways to try and cope with the mental struggle they're currently having. The Call for Help button was set up so when it is clicked, it automatically calls a support service focused on that certain issue.
We were unable to finish coding it in time. However, our general idea was to have another page and connect to the variable used to customize your daily tasks to a database. The database would store how you feel on a day-to-day basis using the input from the slider. You would be able to get weekly or monthly updates on how you are doing based on the collected information.